Hello, Blue Stars. Welcome back to your Not So Daily, exposing my classmates. But it's only about Moon, more like a compilation about him all in one video, because we love exposing each other. When I'm walking with Laura or any two friends in the group are walking with each other, Moon shouts,
"Make space for me,"
and then aggressively budges us to get in the middle. Because Moon hates walking on the side, he likes to be in the middle, which can be annoying because first of all, it hurts. Secondly, it makes you forget what you wanted to tell your friend. And lastly, it's repetitive. So when Moon is talking to one of the others, Aaron, Laura, and I run in between and shout, "Make space for me." Moon found it annoying, so he said he would stop. But till this day, he still does it, so we do it too. Also, Moon doesn't share. He had a whole tube of Pringles and kept flexing it. When Aaron asked for some, he said no. So Aaron said that Moon doesn't share any of his snacks, even though the entire friend group shares theirs. Moon wanted to prove him wrong, so guess what he did? He gave all of us one single Pringle. Then Moon was talking about how he does share. Well, he's not wrong. Let me tell you another story. Basically, Zero had to give out purple ribbons with Moon and Aria for International Women's Day. Moon was tired, so he wanted to stop. But Zero wanted to go to more classrooms because they had to sell as much ribbons as possible. They had an argument because of it, and then Zero accidentally dropped the ribbons, so Moon took two of them and ran away with Aria. The thing is that the ribbons are not free. You have to pay for it. This made Zero upset as she felt ditched, so she had to sell the ribbons alone. Moon then felt guilty and wanted to apologize, but Zero wasn't there anymore, so Moon kept the ribbons for himself. At the end of the day, Zero and Moon made up. Also, guys, Moon simps for N for murder drones, so if you have a crush on him too, then beware because he might turn into a Yandir. So this happened in the school library. Moon was on a beanbag and my 8 other friends were minding their own business. My dumb eye decided to go behind Moon and try to squeeze him until he unalives. I'm joking, guys. Then Moon was doing this finger thing. I never explained it. It's a joke thing he does. He basically pretends his finger is his no-no square and pokes me with it when I least expect it. I remember getting so annoyed at it that I avoided him for it, so he stopped. But now he's back at, but he is my friend, so I don't really care. So I backed away from him when he was doing the finger thing. I couldn't even run off as I was cornered. Every time I tried walking past him, he'd try and touch my no-no square. Whoa, watch it, buddy. He kept going closer to the wall until I couldn't even get away from him. So I screamed. He still kept trying to touch me, so I screamed louder. The librarian came up to us and said,
"This isn't a zoo, you two. Get out."
I sprinted out whilst Moon followed. I don't remember exactly what Moon said. He went up to me outside the library and was like,
"Bro, you got us kicked out."
"Yeah, but you were trying to touch me."
"But you didn't have to scream."
Affairs, I was scared. Laura and Aaron came out seconds later. Laura said,
"After the librarian kicked you all out, she rolled her eyes.
We were going to walk around the west wing of the school. I opened the door for these 3. Aaron and Laura walked through, but Moon said,
"Ladies first."
"Nah, gentlemen first."
"Nah, ladies first."
Cheers. Then I dashed off because I knew what Moon was going to do if I was in front of him. I think he chased me after. I had nowhere to run as Laura blocked the door. Then Moon shouted,
"Boom baya,"
and humped me again. Aaron just left silently to go hang out with some other friends. When I say hump, I don't mean literally. I don't know how to explain it or what to call it. Basically like this. You're probably wondering why I don't do anything about it. It's because one time I got mad by something he did and hurt him physically. I'm not going to explain that story because it created massive drama, but I don't want it to happen again, so I just run away if I'm annoyed or if I just want to leave. And he is still my friend, so I obviously wouldn't want to upset him. That wouldn't be very Sigma of me. I just thought that my aura was so strong that it pulls game in like Moon. For example, I wasn't in school last week Monday, just for that day. When he realized I was in school, he hugged me for basically the entire break time. Literally every step I took, bro was connected to me like a keyboard on a PC.
Gay.
Not gonna lie, I kind of like the clinginess to an extent. One time, during lunch after period 4, I needed to take a number 1. I held it in since period 2, but I couldn't as Moon was following me, so Laura and Aaron were following too. So I had a dumb idea. I said, "Oh my God, guys, look up." I dashed off. I couldn't use the Eastern Wing toilets as they were out of service because someone threw wet tissues on the ceiling. There was flipping menstrual blood left on the floor with an open pad that everyone was staring at. Someone vomited next to the pad, and all the toilets were clogged with tissue. So I had to dash to the Western toilets just to take a number one. And most of the toilets there were filled with girl groups just chilling inside the stall doing God knows what. Speaking of toilets, this reminds me of something that happened. Period 2 ended, so we had a few minutes until tutor time. I needed the bathroom, but the toilet near our class was out of service. So we decided to use the 6th formers only year 12, 13th toilets, even though we are in year 9, 8th grade. The toilets have a password though, so we had to wait for a 6th former to come by and do the password. The boys' toilet door, which was right next to the girls', was unlocked, so I told Aaron that if a teacher comes, he can hide there. I went to use the toilet and Moon wanted to see how it looks like. When we were going to leave, the door wouldn't open. I was so scared that my tummy was feeling funny. Laura was trying to help us out, but it wasn't working. Moon and I thought we were cooked until a 6th former just turned the handle of the door and it opened. We honestly looked so stupid. We were gonna leave until this happened. Our social group teacher, Ms. Robert, was going to open the door to the southern wing, so Laura said,
Aaron, run up the stairs or something.
There's no point. She'll probably see us.
He thought standing there wouldn't get him caught. Ms. Roberts asked Aaron where he's meant to be, and Laura tried to walk off until Aaron said,
I'm with them.
I guess Laura didn't want to be on her own, so she went into the girls' bathroom.
Oh shoot, I think we got caught.
I pulled Moon into an empty toilet stall with me, and then I locked the door. Then Laura came in seconds later and banged the toilet doors while shouting,
Guys, they found us. You better leave. She found us all.
Do you think we should go?
Actually, the teacher found them, not us. So we can technically get away with it.
Yeah, that's true.
So we didn't leave the toilet. We were bored, so we took a few selfies and watched silent TikToks. About 5 minutes later, I put my phone in my bag and I asked Moon, wanna check if they're still there?
Nah, I don't want to get caught.
Okay, I'll check. It was tricky to open the door as it's gigantic. I watched through the mini window of the door and saw Ms. Roberts speaking to my other friends.
Where are you meant to be? Is it break time or tutor time?
I don't know.
No, I'm not playing around. Are you meant to be in tuition or break?
Tutor time.
She was giving them a lecture, so me and Moon were using it as an opportunity to run away. While we ran out the door, the teacher shouted our names, but we kept running. We decided to chill by the bridge, hoping that they wouldn't look for us. The teacher was walking on the bridge too. When she saw us, she told Moon to go to his tutor class and that she's going to tell all our tutors.
If Aaron didn't stand there, we would gotten away with it.
Ms. Roberts told Ms. Mellon, our form tutor, everything.
What? I trusted you guys.
Ethan was silently giggling behind the teachers. I think he was sent out. Then Kevin said by the door,
You men got caught.
Also, the school had to insert CCTV upstairs in the Eastern Wing because one time there was a group of 11 or more boys from my year group near the area. Alex threw a cone, like those orange ones usually, on the roads, but the cone he was holding was yellow and a bit smaller. Then those boys ran away and it sounded like a stampede of elephants. The teacher looked at them running down the bridge and asked us if we knew their names. Laura said,
Let's snitch on them.
Moon and I agreed. We named about 9 of the boys in total. We found out there was around 14 though, but either didn't know all their names or forgot to mention it. Then Ethan in my class was pulled out by Mr. Sunshine and given a detention for it. We forgot to say Matt was with him too, so Matt got away with it. I'll be exposing my friend Moon, also known as, at Why Can't I remember my name? I know, it's quite a long name. I was showing him how to discuss this one mentally ill bozo who goes by the name Al. He's the same boy who I was begging to suck my finger when he kept picking on me, which worked because he stopped. So I gave Moon my sizzling ideas and he said he'll try it. He did not pass the requirement. This short story just came in my mind. It's something that happened between Moon and I in year 8 or 7th grade for other people. During summer, Moon bought in a mini electric fan because it was hot. While we were eating lunch, Moon asked if I'd like to see the fan, and I said sure. Then he turned on the electric fan and was slowly bringing it closer to me. He thought it would be funny, so he jokingly and quickly put the fan down my no-no square. So I did what any normal person would do, move away. But then I fell back on my chair and fell on my butt. And then I began saying a bunch of curse words. The others asked me why I was swearing. If he wasn't my friend, I'd throw my food on his school uniform and kick him in the nuts. Oh wait, he doesn't have any because he's trained. On the bright side, he apologized and stopped doing that. Something crazy happened at school, but I won't rant about it yet. I'll post the recording on my community. I might restrict it though. I'll talk more about it later as I want to start exposing some of your classmates soon. Comment with blue hearts if you've reached this far. I'll pin the first person who does. After maths class, I was walking with Noon to social group. Then he said,
I got my calculator on me. Laura said I should. Turn on the mic, so follow me.
Okay. Just be careful with it. You don't want to get caught. Then we went to the toilets near social group and then in a cubicle. Then Moon took out his phone.
Now I will open this amazing calculator.
Moon turned on his phone, but it took a while to turn on.
Now we wait.
Inserts cricket sound effect, burr, burr, burr. It was pretty awkward just staring at it.
Give me a moment.
Then Moon turns and slaps his phone, just like how he slaps me aggressively. After a bunch of slaps, it turns on.
Check out my amazing background.
Whoa, it was in from Murder Drones. That's Moon's favorite character. He opened the voice recording app, then said,
Hey guys, this is Moon. I'm with Bluebean here.
Not gonna lie, it's funny when my friends refer to each other as the nicknames I give them on my channel.
Say something, anything.
Wibble wobble ding dong.
Haha, okay guys. I'm going to record everyone's voice in social group.
Then Moon put his phone in his inner blazer pocket. Then we go to social group. When we arrived, only Laura and Big Back were there. Then when I realized that Goblin Boy was missing, I said, I just realized that Theo isn't here.
I guess no people to throw snowballs at.
Ms. Ryan said,
That's fine. Maybe Theo is late. If he arrives, then that's all right. Same for if he doesn't.
Poor Blue Dean. Her lover isn't coming in.
with the Sigma brew. I would never. I will puke on you right now. Bleh. Seconds later, Andrew comes in along with a girl who's probably in his class.
Andrew got here on his own, but I was told to follow him by Mr. Sunshine just to make sure.
Oh, all right. Thank you so much.
After the girl left, Ms. Ryans got Andrew a seat. Ms. Ryans tried to convince Andrew to move one of his arms off his face while using the other hand to hold his blazer as he still had it over his head. He didn't listen though. Ms. Ryans went in a circle asking everyone what they did during the weekends. Everyone responded until we got to Andrew. He just shrugged. We had to doodle on a piece of paper so we can stick it together and make a Christmas tree. Ms. Ryans was going to take our sheets. Then I said, what if we show Andrew our art and he can choose his favorite one?
Good idea.
Ms. Ryans put the paper on the table.
Andrew, pick your favorite drawing.
Andrew just shrugged.
I'll put it closer to you. Try and open your blazer just a little so you can see it.
Andrew then put one arm down and opened a bit of his blazer. Then he picked Aaron's drawing.
Yay, I barely drew anything though.
The bell rang, so the teacher moved out of the way and let us leave. Andrew was struggling to stand up as he was using his hands to keep the blazer around his face, so I helped him stand up. He was also bumping into tables when trying to see from the bottom of his blazer. So Laura and I were showing him the way out and holding his bag. Laura, Moon, Aaron, and I were chatting, and then we see Andrew behind us. We assumed he was lost, so Aaron asked,
Are you lost?
Andrew shrugs.
You need help going to Northern Hallway?
Andrew shaked his head in disagreement. Western Hallway? Southern Hallway? Andrew shaked his head again. You want to stay here? Andrew then nodded. So we all left, but I turned last second and said, Bye, Andrew. Then I waved at him. Can you wave back? Andrew turned around and faced the other way. So I left him there and followed the others. I was behind all them until Laura shouted,
Ditch Big Back.
Then we run up the stairs. As soon as Moon sped across the hallway, Big Back already caught up to Laura and I, so we didn't bother running. We tried calling Moon, but he was too far away from us, so we decided to run away from him instead as a prank, as we usually take turns to run away from everyone, so we thought it would be fine. We were walking on the other side of the eastern hallways to see if we'd bump into Moon. He wasn't there, so we took the bridge. We were walking down the bridge until we bump into the others, Nia, Beverly, Annie, and Zero. Laura tells them how we ran away from Moon. Then Aaron says,
Wait, is that Moon over there? He looks mad.
Then both Laura and Aaron screamed before running off. Imagine running off, though. You saw I ran off and Aaron said that Moon looks like he's going to cry. We thought Moon would hit us as he's quite aggressive, so they followed me. We ran up to the western corridors to catch our breath until we saw Nathaniel.
Why are you all running?
We were running from Moon, and now the others are hurtling with him in the corner. Then Nathaniel looks at Moon, his eyes widen, and he raised his eyebrows before saying,
I'm not part of this.
And he just walked onto the bridge to find Zero. I mumbled, we never said you were. Suddenly, Annie storms up to us, saying,
Moon is bawling his eyes out because you guys were running away from him.
I went to go take a look, and as he was actually in tears, I told the other two. Then Aaron says,
So when he wants to run from me, it's fine. But if it's him, it's not fine.
Sorry.
No, I want you all to say it.
Sorry, Moon.
No, you all have to say it together, with Laura.
Go on, Laura.
What am I even apologizing for?
Sorry.
Skibidi toilet.
I honestly didn't want to be there anymore. Everything was sorted until Moon wanted to ditch Big Back. So Moon dashed off, and Aaron said,
No, that's not fair. If Moon isn't cool with us ditching him, then I ain't cool with you guys ditching me.
That's true. We'll run away from teachers instead. Everyone was calm. Well, that's what I thought. And he was missing, so the four of us went to check the student support center. And we see her sitting down. Hey, Blue Stars. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to smash that like button and comment your favorite part of the video. Check out some of my other videos if you haven't watched them already. Peace out, my awesome Blue Stars. Bye.